All right, here we go. You play for 90 minutes and then you decided on a penalty kick, but nonetheless, it was, of course, a great moment for Italy and a great moment for soccer. And for those of us who thought when the United States was eliminated in the first group that interest would die down, I think San Francisco, it's safe to say, is an event city. And people, my gosh, yesterday they had, I'll just tell you, 4 times as many people watched the soccer game as watched on television the Giants and the Dodgers. Here's Mike Connolly from the San Francisco Soccer Club. Would you agree with that, Mike, that this is a patriotic event-type deal as opposed to, oh, boy, I love this type of maneuver on a soccer field?
Yeah, in a way. I think
here in San Francisco.
In San Francisco, yeah, but there are a lot of, whether it's youth and adult soccer fans that like the purity, and we're exposed more to soccer now than we were back in '94 when we had the World Cup actually in the States.
Let me jump at you, though, to make myself feel better, all right? If it is just the purity of the sport, why don't, with all due respect to the San Francisco Soccer Club and Major League Soccer, why hasn't it made it for anything except World Cup?
I think, I mean, again, it's a time. We've been at it for how many years now? Not, you know, the MLS has been maybe 20 years or so, and so it's going to take a longer time for the U.S. Our national team is not up to snuff with the other world, you know, the other countries. So, no, for sure. But also, it's that stage where you see all the Europe, you know, all the stars in one thing. But for sure, I mean, for France, Italy, Germany, and some of the smaller countries, it's certainly a big patriotic.
Let's hit some things quick. You tell, in your estimation as a soccer expert, what a time in the game for Zidane to pull this stunt. Huh?
That's one of the intrigues, I suppose, of the sport. But again, like we were talking about, it'd be like Shaq, you know, throwing a punch with 10 minutes left in the fourth period. It's just crazy. Not a good thing, and his career will probably be fairly, very well tarnished. And even though he was probably the star of the tournament.
Yeah, the first thing I thought is how selfish, no matter how upset you are, that you do that early in the game.
Yeah, those players like are almost like rock stars over there. You know, they're big, powerful, high-paid, and it's just sometimes they do anything for themselves. And
will he be able to stay in his country, or will he have to move?
I'm sure he'll be able to stay in his country. I mean, some people have already forgiven him. You know, his coach, they feel bad for him. So maybe that's the French showing some love. I don't know.
You've got kids, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Are they going to pick up on this Zidane headbutting game?
No, I don't think so.
Think so?
No, the game can get kind of physical, even at the level that we play.
They turned that thing around pretty quick. This video.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean,
you don't think your son doesn't want this? Then?
I don't know about that one, but whenever the new FIFA soccer comes out, we'll be right to get it. So.
How old's your son?
Well, the one that plays is he just turned 17, 4th of July, and then my daughter plays as well. But
did they sit with Dad and watch this thing yesterday?
Actually, my son was at football camp, so it's one of those things where they, they're kids and they do their thing. But no, we saw it. I certainly watched it and tried to see as many games as possible. So.
Help me with this penalty kick thing.
You make some good points. I think FIFA, which governs the worldwide soccer, is going to probably look into it as they move forward. And I would agree, it's similar to maybe like they do in NHL. Keep playing, because eventually what happens is the players get tired and the space opens up.
Is that the reason they don't keep playing? Because, again, the players are out of gas and it might be more prone to injury?
Well, I mean, possibly, but there's ways around that. They could let them have another sub or something instead of, because there's a 3 maximum, in a game like of that nature.
But are we just talking, again, I'm not trying to sound like an expert. I'm laying on my couch, and to me it was just anticlimactic. Are there enough people like me, though, that might get a rule changed?
I think so. I mean, you look at, like you were saying, the numbers in terms of the ratings and the amount of people that watched, and I think the sport, drawing more people, and if that turns them off. And like I said, even what's more important is internationally where the governing bodies are.
Because I thought of picketing, Mike, to tell you the truth, but my feet are a little sore right now. But
remember, they call it the beautiful game, and there were reasons for it throughout the whole tournament. So.
Hey, we heard flopping. For the last month, the big thing was flopping.
Right.
Do you have a problem with that?
Well, it's part of the game,
because these guys look like they've been shot. A lot of them, right?
That's kind of what I said when they asked me. They like their sniper hit them or something. But in a way, it is part of the game, because they know scoring opportunities are so difficult sometimes that when they get close to that 18-yard box or what have you, they to get a free kick is very important in the soccer, in a game of soccer. It can mean the whole game.
Just throw a percentage. 50% of that acting? That, hey, I'm tired, let me just lay there for a minute and catch my breath?
Possibly, but I mean, they're you know, the attempt is if they feel contact, you know, and it's not like they're trained to do it, but they, you know, they will probably go down, especially if it's near the, you know, a penalty area.
You ready for some rule changes? We've talked to all our experts here.
Okay.
We're going to throw this out. This is Jason, our producer, put these together. Okay, make the goal bigger so we have more scoring. What do you think?
I don't know, because a lot of those shots go pretty far off anyway.
All right.
So.
Dumb idea by Jason. Modify offsides.
Well, what they should do is now any portion of the player that's off is considered off. They should be fully off.
We got 30 seconds left. Quick. How about just play with fewer guys?
I don't know. I mean, don't take the purity of the game away.
Dumb idea by Jason. Okay, the goalkeeper use only his feet.
They've talked about that outside that 6-yard area, but I don't think that's gonna. I don't know how that's gonna work.
I hate to say it, I know more soccer than Jason, my producer.
Oh yeah. Right.
Hey Mike, thanks for coming down. Mike Connolly, San Francisco Soccer Club. Pam, Tom, and Mikey.
See you at 11 o'clock tonight.